98% of women are sexually attracted to men who do this. Want to know exactly how to make a woman feel drawn to you without acting fake or playing games? These 12 actionable tips work in the real world. They are subtle, smart, and proven to shift how she sees you. And that final tip, it is the one that makes her want to make the first move. 1. You speak in future fragments and then leave them unfinished. Let us say you are mid-conversation with her and you casually drop, "There is this weird little street cafe I always pass by. I swear their sign is in Comic Sans. I have always wanted to see if it is as tragic as it looks," and then you just leave it there. No invite, no, we should go. You plant the seed and walk away. Why it works? You are not trying. To impress her with effort, you are pulling her curiosity forward, dangling a thread of potential that she now wants to tie up. Women get hit with proposals, constantly dates plans, grand ideas, but an open loop that is rare. It does not tell her she has already got you. It tells her there is a door and she has to knock to see what is behind it. 2. You pause before answering flirtatious questions, not out of shyness but control. Imagine she teases, you says something cheeky, maybe asks if you are always this mysterious. Most guys instantly jump to respond to keep the banter going, but you let it hang for a second. Not a long, awkward pause, just enough to let her question echo in the air. It tells her you are not performing. You are not dancing because she played music. You are grounded in your own rhythm. That 1-second pause feels like a velvet rope she has not been invited past yet, and the tension from that is electric. 3. You treat beauty like background noise, not a main feature. Most men orbit her looks, compliments, stares, double takes. It is exhausting and predictable, but when you treat her beauty like it is the wallpaper, noticeable. Sure, but not the main event, she is thrown off in the best way. You are talking to the woman beneath the presentation, and that sends her brain into overdrive. Wait, does he not think I am hot? No, it is worse. You think she is hot, but it is not what earned your attention. Now she is scrambling internally to figure out what did. That kind of mystery breeds obsession. Quick pause if you are focusing more on building your value instead of chasing validation. Drop the word growth in the comments. Let us see who is actually putting in the work. 4. You offer silence and you do not rush to fill it. There is a moment on every date or conversation where silence creeps in. Most guys treat that like a ticking time bomb. Quick, ask another question, crack a joke, but not you. You sip your drink, you glance around, you sit with it. Silence in your presence does not signal awkwardness. It signals comfort. Like she can breathe without performing, like there is nothing to prove. That quiet confidence is intoxicating. It tells her your nervous system is calm and hers mirrors. That it is the kind of space where attraction simmers under the surface without needing to announce itself. 5. You let her interrupt you and then do not finish your thought. This one is subtle but deeply effective. Let us say you are telling a story and she jumps in excitedly. Instead of steering the conversation back to finish your anecdote, you let it drift, you pivot with her energy, you do not force your spotlight back. What this tells her, you are not needy for airtime, you are not clinging to dominance in conversation. You value flow over control, presence over performance, and paradoxically, that makes her want to hear you finish that story later. It creates a mental tab she will want to reopen. 6. You choose discomfort over performative. Charm. She says something you disagree with, maybe a take on relationships or ambition or even food. You could nod, politely say interesting and keep it smooth, but you do not. You push back, not aggressively but firmly. I actually see that totally differently. You say eyes steady, tone calm. Most men are allergic to friction early on. They think disagreeing will turn her off, but mature women. They are wired to associate honest resistance with emotional safety. If you can disagree now, you are less likely to morph into a yes man down the line. That contrast charm with backbone turns a woman's casual intrigue into magnetic pull. 7. You remember what she almost said and bring it up later. You know that moment when she trails off mid-thought maybe. She says, "There was this one summer, I almost," and then pivots. Most guys let it go. You catalog it, and a day or two later you bring it back. What were you going to say about that summer? You left me hanging. That kind of callback does two things. First, it shows you are actually listening, not just nodding on autopilot. Second, it tells her that her unfinished thoughts stick with you. It feels deeply intimate because most people do not notice the stuff that gets skipped. She will feel seen in a way that is quietly, intensely personal, and that kind of emotional accuracy is rare. 8. You tell stories that do not make you the hero, and you do not clean them up. You talk about a time you misread a situation or accidentally offended someone, or got rejected, and you do not spin it to make yourself look good. You own it, you laugh about it, you let it live messy and unpolished. Why it works. Most guys over-optimize every story as a highlight reel, but when you reveal your imperfect edges, without self-deprecation as a shield, you radiate self-acceptance. And here is the paradox. Women do not crave perfection. They crave someone who is at peace with imperfection. That kind of grounded honesty is wildly attractive because it feels real, and real is rare. 9. You leave digital gaps not as a game but as a lifestyle. Let us say you are texting, the conversation is flowing. Most guys, once they feel that momentum, want to keep it going. Not you. You leave her last message on read, not out of coldness, but because you are living life offline. You are walking your dog, you are deep into a book, you are fixing your bike. Your time is full, not performatively busy, but genuinely occupied. The key here is not about being hard to get. It is about communicating without saying a word, that you do not need digital affirmation to feel connected. You do not chase dopamine hits from your phone. That makes your presence feel earned, and that scarcity, it creates obsession. 10. You narrate your world in ways she has never heard. Let us say you are both in line at a coffee shop and you casually remark, "This place always smells like rain on pavement, like right before a thunderstorm." Or maybe you say, "I have this weird theory that everyone who orders iced black coffee is secretly trying to outrun something." What is happening here? You are offering her a private lens into how you see the world, not filtered, not calibrated for approval. Women crave originality, not just in action, but in perception. When your observations hit from an unexpected angle, it feels like a portal into a mind she wants to explore more of. You are not describing what she already sees. You are letting her see through you, and that is unforgettable. 11. You signal boundaries before they are tested. Here is where most men mess up. They wait until a line is crossed to assert their standards. You do it subtly, before it is even relevant. Maybe you mention, "Yeah, I have learned. I do not do well around people who constantly one-up others. That energy just does not sit right with me." Or if someone is flaky more than once, I usually step back. I do not chase clarity. You are not warning her, you are just existing with quiet standards that communicates something powerful. You are selective not out of scarcity, but out of self-respect. And when a woman feels like your attention cannot be gained or guilted, it becomes 10 times more valuable. 12. You flirt indirectly by making her feel rare, not beautiful. This is the holy grail of subtle seduction. Most flirting follows the same tired script: compliments, innuendos, trying to escalate with smirks and shoulder brushes. But you bypass all that. Instead of telling her she looks amazing, you say something like, "There is something about the way you pause before answering questions. It makes everything you say feel intentional." Most people just react. You actually process. You are highlighting traits that have nothing to do with sex or status, but everything to do with essence. That kind of attention feels like emotional X-ray vision. She does not just feel attractive, she feels understood, and that distinction, that is where deep desire begins. Because now it is not just about you wanting her, it is about her needing to be seen by you again. For more advice, subscribe.